I am now on the line with the Miss Liubiana
Okay.
Linda.
Okay.
You are a professional dance instructor, dancer, as well as choreographer, specializing in Brazilian Zouk. Is that correct?
Yes, this is correct. Brazilian Zouk and Latin dances.
Okay, awesome, awesome. You are the founder of Soul Dance Studio, which is located in Dubai. Did you open that back in 2020? When did you open that?
I opened it exactly 1 year ago.
Okay.
And very bad time in COVID time, I opened it.
We'll definitely get into that. We'll definitely get into that. Yeah, so you currently live in Dubai, but you were born in Russia. Is that proper? Is that correct?
Yeah, it's correct. I was born in Russia, then I moved to Dubai like 2017, like 4 years
Okay.
ago. But
Okay.
1 year of this I spent in Brazil and in Russia.
Oh, okay. 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 So do you actually speak Portuguese yourself? You asked me earlier.
Yeah, I speak Portuguese, but not much good. Because I was there twice, I was have to learn this.
Okay.
And because of all of my colleagues, they speak Portuguese and Brazilian Zouk. If you dance it, you have to speak Portuguese.
All right. Well, I mean, I dance a little bit myself. I don't speak too much Portuguese. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
But the moves, some of the moves are in Portuguese though. You're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
You are right.
The movements and if you want to understand the meaning, what exactly it means, like, frango asado. Okay, what is this? If you don't know Portuguese or even Spanish, you will not understand.
Okay, now you're right. Okay, I understand that. I think a great way to start this interview, I've never had the chance to visit Russia, so I would absolutely love to hear from you. What was your childhood like growing up in Russia? What was that like for you?
Well, I actually danced for a long time. I danced 24 years.
Wow.
And I was always loved to dance. And when I was 10, I started dance ballroom. So my background, it's ballroom. I was competing like 11 years. And then I decided to continue my life with dancing. So I started study as choreographer. I studied 5 years in the University of Art, like choreographer. So I did ballet, jazz, modern, folk dance. So this is how I became professional choreographer. And then when I start to teach, I start to social. And after salsa, bachata, I met Zouk and I fall in love completely. So after that, I was not need any ballroom, salsa, nothing, just Zouk, 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 Zouk.
Okay, so I believe you might be the second ballerina I've had on the show. So you started ballroom. Sorry, not ballerina. You started ballroom. Yeah. I'm sorry, excuse me. Ballroom.
Yeah, I did ballet 5 years.
Okay. I'm curious. I'm curious. Let me ask you this. Looking at the dancer who you are today, tell me, how do you think your experience in ballroom and ballet, how has that influenced your current dance style, if at all?
Yeah, it's a lot. So when you do professional dancing, you build like culture of your body. This is very important, actually. You make great lines. You prepare your body for a lot of things. And in ballroom and in Latin, you have more flexibility. For example, in ballet, you have very good lines, the legs and arms and posture, but it's very stiff. If you dance ballroom dancing, you're more flexible, and it helps for the Zouk a lot. Like body rolls, head movement, it helps.
Okay.
And it's a very good preparation for any kind of dance.
Awesome. I'm curious. So growing up in Russia, was you getting into ballroom? Oh.
You still curious about Russia? Yeah, no, you want to go to Russia.
I would love to. I'd love to visit. Yeah, I'm curious, what got you into dancing? Was that originally your parents? Was that a childhood passion of yours?
So how it happened? My parents, they just invite my sister to go for the dance class just to try, because my mother always was very passionate about dancing. And I thought I want to, why not? So they took me, and then I continue more than my sister. And because I loved it so much. So actually it was my decision of when I was 10, I thought I want dance professionally. And I continue. Yeah, my parents helped me a lot. So I had classes almost every day, and my father drive me from one city to another city, like every day, every day.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you knew from a little child that you want to be a professional dancer then, that young.
I knew, and I had very good support of my parents.
Nice. That's awesome. That's absolutely wonderful. I'm curious. Is that, I guess, growing up in Russia, is that a reasonable dream to become a dancer, or is that something like once you get a certain age, you kind of have to shift gears and become an accountant or something?
For me,
I guess for just the average Russian, I guess,
well, for me, I never doubt what I will do.
Okay.
When I finished my first education at school, my parents told, okay, let's study some serious profession to be something else, to do something else. So I did parallel to education. And then after half of year, I thought, no, I never will do this. This was economist, something like this. I don't need it. I just wasting my time. No.
That's awesome.
But,
that's awesome.
But in Russia, it's very strong culture of dance. For example, it's still people not value much as profession this. But when we study, we have very high level of education and dance also. So if we have Russian dancers, you can be sure this dancer really good.
Okay, so you're growing up in Russia. You want to be a dancer. Your parents try and get you in something more serious, but you are headstrong on dancing. So
yeah.
I guess do you go to college at all? Like, what happens after you graduate high school?
I went to University of Art to study as choreographer. Yeah, this is what I told, because I wanted to continue my life with this. I wanted to teach and maybe study some other styles.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's all. So yeah, you actually go to school to become a professional choreographer. Is that where you first get introduced into the Latin dancing, or is that later on?
Sorry, I didn't get.
No worries. In college, is that where you are first introduced to salsa and bachata?
No, it was after even university. In the university, I was still engaged in ballroom. And when I started to teach, I think 2008, it was, 1 year before the end of university. So I started to teach ballroom. Then I realized that people don't really need professional dancing, especially adults. And I like teach more adults. People don't need professional dancing. They want more enjoy it. They want dance it for fun. So, and that time we got salsa, bachata, these kind of dances. It became very popular. So I switched it to social dancing, and I didn't get back much for ballroom more.
When you say people or adults don't really want professional training in ballroom, are you saying like, they don't aspire to become professional ballroom dancers? They more so just want to take a dance class to have fun. Is that what you mean?
Even if they take classes of ballroom, this is for fun.
Okay.
Some of them want to go for competition, but this kind of competition pro-am, when they participate with their instructor. But I don't, maybe because I already started dance social, I realized the difference between ballroom and social. Because for me now, I always thought that ballroom, this is the best dance ever. But when I started dance social, I realized that dance actually, this is very life thing. So this is dance, what happened right now between two people when we got connection, especially the Zouk. And what we create now, not like ballroom. Ballroom for me now like choreography. We do this, this, and this, and no much connection. We already know what we're gonna do. In Zouk, you never know in social dancing.
You kind of spoke on it, but is that the biggest difference between ballroom and social? Is that one is a choreography and one is more so in the moment? Is that the biggest difference?
Yes, it's the biggest difference, and for me, it's the best part of social dancing.
Okay.
That this is live dance.
Okay, this is life dance. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you graduate, you start teaching a little bit, and then you get introduced into the Latin scene, the Zouk scene. I'm very curious to hear from you. Tell me about your beginner stage in learning Latin dance. Because did you learn salsa and bachata first?
Yes. I started from bachata, salsa, reggaeton, and in the beginning I liked more reggaeton and bachata.
Okay. I'm curious. Who was your first? I guess salsa, bachata, reggaeton instructor.
It was some Cuban guys in Moscow.
Okay.
Yeah, I danced Cuban salsa,
okay.
And for me it was actually very easy, as I was already dancer.
Right.
But that time I didn't realize that I was a little bit fun because my dancing was too professional, too academic, In the beginning, when you switch from professional dancing to social, it's a little bit hard because you need to relax more. You should think less about the movement. And even, for example, you dance salsa?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I started with salsa myself, yes.
For example, for me, I did very huge steps and I did very big hips movement, and it was very fun. When I watch now my old videos, I'm laughing.
I think that's the same with all beginners, though, right?
It's not because beginners, but because my dance, it's like very academic dance.
Okay.
So it was too much tension, in dance. Yeah. After ballroom, because in ballroom you have to keep your body in tension most of the time.
I definitely understand that. I've seen the ballroom dances, and you're right. It is always in that tense position. It's not really that relaxed, free-flowing body position. So I definitely understand that. How difficult was it for you to overcome those previous habits that you learned for, how long, 20 years, 10, 15-year habits?
I didn't get the question, sorry.
In other words, how difficult was it for you to overcome those habits from ballroom?
Okay. Maybe it took 1 year of social dancing for me when I completely relaxed. And for salsa and for Zouk, it was easier already after salsa, after bachata, it was easier. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. For somebody else out there, who may be having that same issue, they have a previous training in some other dance style, whether it be ballroom or ballet, swing, and they're having difficulties trying to overcome those previous habits. Do you have any advice, any words of wisdom to help them overcome those habits?
First, go to the beginner's class. For the first classes, when you will understand the real difference, why you do exactly like this, not like that. So it's beginner's class, it's for everyone. So you will get the main difference and you will understand why you do exactly like this, not like that, how you usually did before.
Okay, so just sticking with the dance, going to the beginner class, continuously practicing.
Beginner classes, keep practicing, go for the socials. So you will see also the difference, the style, how other dancers do. So maybe you will copy a little bit.
No, I definitely understand that. Definitely understand that. So yeah, so you're picking up salsa and everything. I guess you learned salsa, bachata, reggaeton. How did you get introduced into Brazilian Zouk? How did that come about?
So I saw already a little bit Zouk in Moscow, but I was thinking, okay, maybe I need to go. Maybe I need to go. And one day I decided, okay, I need to go. I went and I fall in love immediately. And that time, I think after 1 month, to Moscow came William and Paloma, and I saw their dance in live, and I said, okay, I don't want anything more. So yeah, when you see Zouk in live, you like it. But my first, actually, when I was looking for the Zouk, my first video which I saw, it was Lambada, and I didn't like it, I thought, what is the crazy things she's doing with her head?
I mean, two different dances, but Zouk comes from Lambada. But I definitely understand that. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
curious. Tell me this. So you start with ballroom, you do a little bit of ballet, a little bit of salsa, bachata, reggaeton. I'm curious. Tell me what draws you to Brazilian Zouk so much more than everything else in your past?
I think because first, Zouk, this is a lot of connection. And when you dance in couple, this is first thing. Then for me, Zouk is the richest dance with the movements, because we can do almost everything there. You can dance almost with every music. So you have so much freedom. You can dance with any style, with any music. We have great connection. We exchange the energy. So you just cover everything what you need. And Brazilian Zouk, this is like it's Brazilian Latin dance, we say. The Latin people very open and very emotional. It's after Russia, it's very warm people, In Russian people very cold. So we like a lot to be with people who is from Latin.
Tell me this. I'm very curious to hear from you. Tell me about your beginner stage in Brazilian Zouk. What was that like for you?
So I started. I took classes with Vaca Oliveira in Moscow.
Okay.
So he has Brazuca dance school. So I did completely beginner's course with him. And then I continue more with the workshops in Europe and in Brazil. So every festival which I could participate, I tried to do. So, and my first trip was in 2015 to Brazil. I stayed for 2 months. I study, I am dancing. For me, it was very important to have practice, especially if I came to Brazil, I need to have a lot of practice. And then was festivals in Europe, Breda, I think, Praga, a lot of festivals. Then I came to Brazil again because even when I already moved to Dubai, I was missing Brazil a lot. Because when I came to Dubai, it was very few Zouk dancers here. And as soon as I got opportunity, I moved again to Brazil for 4 months. And I went to Sao Paulo, Rio, and everywhere when I can go, I was trying to go for the festivals and to classes. Yeah. When I got the chance, I go immediately to Brazil.
Okay, so you are extremely dedicated.
Yes, that's true.
Definitely. I want to ask you this. So I know I want to definitely talk about, you moving to Dubai. I want to get into that definitely. But in talking about beginner stages, as a teacher, what are some common mistakes that you see in your beginner class that you wish you could rectify for everyone?
Very often, we have the problem that it's quite difficult for the beginners to then start to dance Zouk, because it's difficult technique. So the first mistake what can be, do not give too much information for the beginners, and give it just small step by step information. And then when they already get some steps, then you can do just a little bit more things. Because if you will tell, okay, we will dance like this, head, body rolls. Oh my God, it's so hard. Oh no, I will go dance salsa.
Yeah, I definitely understand that.
So the first mistake what can do Zouk instructors in the beginning, to give too much technique. No need, just make it very easy, very easy, as much as it's possible.
Okay, I definitely understand that. Let's talk about your transition to Dubai. You know, what made you move from Russia to Dubai? What caused that?
I was frozen in Russia. So I never choose to move to Dubai. I was looking for some contract outside of Russia. I opened Headhunter on the map and I found job in Dubai. I just sent my CV and they invited me.
Was this for a choreographer position, or?
It was a dance instructor position and the professional studio for the ballroom instructors. Yeah, so this is how I moved here. And the first 2 years I worked for that studio. And then I moved to Brazil, to Russia. Then I came back and I opened my own studio here.
Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. What year did you originally move to Dubai? What year was that?
Why?
When did you first move to Dubai?
It was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
Okay. So tell me this, I'm very curious. What was that like, leaving, Mother Russia, leaving Russia and going to a completely new country, a completely new place? What was that like for you?
I will tell honesty, I always want to live outside of Russia. I don't know why, but it's different culture, and we have some stereotypes about Dubai that this is Arabic country, not allowed this, not allowed this. You have to cover your everything, body, wear this hijab. No. We have so much freedom nowadays in Dubai. We can wear short skirts, everything open, no problem. Just they have 1 month of Ramadan when you need to respect them. And you need to cover more your shoulders, legs. But in general, no. It's a lot of freedom. It's very safety. You can go 3 a.m. to the street alone. Nobody will touch you. We have a lot of cameras everywhere. It's very safety. Here is no alcohol. Like no drunk people on the street. Let's say like this. If you want drink, you can find this easy. But it's really safety. We have security everywhere. So the biggest contrast, first, this is temperature, of course, because for me, it's all the year summer, just summer. Sometimes more hot, sometimes colder, and 2 springs. This is our best season, like now, November, December a little bit, and then April, March, we will have the best season here. So we go for the board parties, desert party. We're trying to go outside so much as we can because summer is too hot. It's like 50 degrees.
Okay, I got you. I definitely understand that. Tell me, I think you already spoke on it, but you said that the dancing scene in Dubai, well, tell me, what is the social dancing scene like in Dubai? Is it a dancing city or not really?
Yes, this is definitely dancing city. Here is a lot of social dancing, but we have more salsa, bachata, a little bit kizomba, and very few Zouk. So as for me, it's challenging because I create in Zouk community, and now we are with Rick. I invited him in September. We are trying to grow up this community. So it's growing actually fast now. And was very happy to know this. And this is my purpose now, to create bigger Zouk community here. It's not easy because Dubai is like transit city. A lot of people come here to work. After 2 years, they leave. Come and leave, come and leave. That's why we don't have constant people of Zookers.
Okay, I definitely understand that. So yeah, so you moved to Dubai in 2017. You move around a little bit more, but you ultimately return to open up a dance studio. I want to ask you this, and this may be a silly question, but in opening up a dance studio, and a dance studio that I guess offers a plethora of classes, how did you prepare yourself for opening a business, opening a dance studio? How did you go about that process?
I didn't plan to open studio here. It just happened. When I was in Brazil, my previous student from here, he told me, what do you think about makes dance studio here? I said, oh, okay, maybe can be. Okay, I can help you with some advices. Let's try to do this. So as soon as I came back here, it was not difficult with everything. The most hard part was documents, because you cannot work in Dubai without license, without visa. It's not allowed at all. So the hardest part to organize these documents.
And so tell me, what was it like opening up a dance studio in the middle of COVID? What was that like?
Oof. So when COVID started, I told myself, why? I want to live my life. Why I don't want to wait anything. So actually, when COVID started, it was lockdown in Dubai. Actually, it was March, first time when I came here after Brazil. And this time I went to Russia for 7 months. Here it was very hot temperature, lockdown. So I didn't open studio that time because it was worst time for this. This time, for Don't Wait, I went to the city to the south of Russia, where I was born. And I opened Zouk there. They didn't have Zouk. So I grew up small Zouk community there. Then I came here and I started. Yeah, it was bad time. One by one. It didn't allow too many people, masks, a lot of restricts. But yeah, one by one, few students came. Then it became a little bit more flexible. And then we grow up slowly. Yeah. At least we didn't have lockdown, so we already could do something. If you can do anything to grow up, you have to do this at the moment.
Okay. Let me ask you this then. For somebody who wants to be in your position, they want to run a dance studio. What does it take? What is required of them? What must they do to become?
So it's multitask work. It's really hard work, because for me as a founder, for now, I'm doing all the things. I do promotions. I do all these videos. I collect all the students. I do all these registrations, notifications. So it takes all the time, even sometimes more than dancing, So I don't have time actually to think about the classes. So I focus more on this organization work. You have to be very organized. So if you're running business, you have to. And remember, I keep in my head so many things. I keep writing, but still need to do. Yeah, the first thing, you need to be very organized and multitask.
Is it just you, or do you have teachers on staff with you as well?
For now, I have only Rick. We teach two together.
Okay. And so yeah, salsa, bachata, Brazilian Zouk, is that the classes you offer? Okay, and it's just you two?
Yeah, we have also salsa, bachata, and Zouk. Yes.
And it's just you two as instructors?
Yes.
You are extremely busy.
Yeah, very busy.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay. That is thoroughly impressive. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So well, tell me this then. I would love to hear from you. You know, in today's era, you know, people often only see like the highlights, you know, like the stuff that they want you to see on Instagram, Facebook, you know, the special moments. You may have already answered this, but, you know, tell me, what are some things that people may not know about the life of, you know, a business owner, a professional dancer, a dance studio owner? What are some things that people may not know about your life or about that life?
This, as a owner of dance studio, it's a little bit about dancing. It's more about organizing everything. And yeah, I like dance more, you know. And then I wish just teach, dance, and enjoy. But too many things I need to do.
I don't want to be negative, but you know, has opening this dance studio, has it killed your joy of dancing? Like, do you regret opening the dance studio?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't know, because for me, I wanted to work only for me, not for someone, because I work already for other people, and it was my promise for me, never ever work for another people. Even if I will have less income, it has to be my own business.
Talk to me about, I want to ask you an open-ended question. I want you to just talk to me about it. Talk to me about the responsibility of a teacher, of an instructor.
Okay. First, you need to be very socialized. Okay. You need to love people. You need to be very patient, because a lot of people, they're different, and some people enough just one time to show, some people need millions time. So you need to find different ways to explain the same things. So you need to be creative. Okay, same thing, let's do like this. Now we will do the same movement, but like this. And yeah, you need to always have some plan. Like, for this student, will be better to learn only this today. For this student, he can do more things right now. So you need to know your students, their character, how they accept new information. And you need to create special atmosphere at the dance class. This is very important, because sometimes, and most of the time, especially here in Dubai, people coming for the dance classes for fun. So they don't want much learn the technique. They just want to enjoy, spend time with other people, have some fun at the class, like this. So it's not only teaching.
Okay, it's a lot more to it. So I'll say this in my opinion. In my opinion, being good at a skill and being a good teacher are two different things. So I would love to hear from you. Tell me about your beginner stage in teaching, because I believe you started teaching ballroom. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
When you were in university, did they teach you how to teach? A pedagogy.
We learn more how to teach from the kids,
Okay.
Yeah. For the adults, it came more with the practice.
Is there a difference between teaching kids and adults?
When you teach, yes, it's huge difference. The kids you teach from the zero, they can listen to you properly, and you can create a real technique, proper one, like from new sheet. You create the dancer. When it's already adults, you already have some background, of life, so you need to adapt to this. Also, kids, they take attention. You need to play with them, make it easy, fun. Okay, maybe when I will have my kids, I will enjoy classes with kids, but not now.
So tell me, yeah, I still want to hear about, you learning how to teach, and
Mhm.
can you put it in a way that can be advice for aspiring teachers?
Um, I know a lot of people who is going to teach just after few years of just dancing. You need to know some structure of teaching. Like, you never learn everything same time. You learn by the layers. First you do this thing, then you do these things, then you do these things. You always should to prepare the plan of the class. So today we do this, this. And this is what I told before, that you have different approach to different people. And yeah, so because as I study how to teach, like from the beginning, we talk a lot about technique, especially for the kids. So we plan how to create a really good technique. So I told also before, in Russia, we have very strong skill of the dancing. So we focus maybe more on this. And yes, I have some information how I study to teach. And a lot of things I got from the practice. Some same like dancing, from the dancing, you get 20% of theory from the class, and the 80% you get from the practice. Same thing.
I definitely understand that. How do I say this? It takes time. You can know something mentally, but in order for your body to truly be able to do it, you still have to go through those motions. So it's a learning process, both mentally and physically. So I definitely understand that. I also understand, or this is what I took from it when you say, some teachers are perhaps starting too early on their journey to becoming teachers. I know this is an issue. I myself, I love kizomba. I like Brazilian Zouk as well, but I love kizomba.
I love kizomba too.
Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. I love kizomba. But this is an issue that I've heard as well in kizomba, where we have, you know, people who haven't been dancing that long, but yet they are starting to teach classes now, and it can be a detriment to the dancing environment, because I think it's harder to overcome bad habits than to learn a good habit originally, if I'm making sense.
As a teacher,
Um, as a student and as a teacher? No worries, no worries. No worries. It's all good. All right, so you're running your dance studio and everything.
No, I want to understand.
I know we can move past it. I'm talking
because I really love Kizomba, and we have a lot of Kizomba instructors in Dubai too.
Okay.
When you go to the party, like everyone instructor of Kizomba, and you think, okay, what I'm doing here? I'm learning all my life how to dance, how to teach. They learn 2 years and they go to make a classes. Okay. What's going on?
And that's what I'm saying. Maybe, sometimes people are rushing that process.
I think so, yes. Yeah. And I think it just needs more time to learn, and from different instructors. You need to maybe participate different classes with different instructors to find exactly what will help for you to teach. Like I think your own way, own way of teaching.
Right. I think what's really cool about you in particular is you know, you've been dancing since you were 10, correct? You know, you started with Ballroom and you've transitioned to the person who you were then to the person who you are now. And you have so much experience to draw upon that, you know, it really speaks to what I believe as, you know, the testament to you becoming a great dancer as well as a great instructor, because you've been in this environment so long. So like I want to give you a compliment. You know what I'm saying? I definitely know.
Thank you.
Of course, yeah, I definitely understand. Like you know, you're truly passionate about this. You're not just like picking this up because you think it'll make you money or anything. I think you're truly passionate about dance. Is that proper?
It's hard to be teacher, dancer, and have good income. It's really hard for dancer. If you want to get enough income, you need to be really good, really good. Just yesterday, my friend, he told me, if I will select in the beginning some other profession and invest same as I invested to dancing, I will be super rich now.
So let me ask you this then. I guess this may be a silly question, but you know, why have you stuck this long with dancing? You know, why haven't you become an economist like you said earlier? You know, why didn't you?
No,
you know,
I don't see myself without dancing. I can't imagine my life without dancing. It's my passion. I'm crazy about this.
Okay, so why not become an economist, you know, 9 to 5, and then a dancer 5 to 7?
Because I will waste my time for something. I will not have enough time to create really good dance career as I want. So I want to focus more.
I think that's super admirable. That you know, that you know what you want to do, and like you're willing to, you know, put everything else aside. I think that's really cool. Yeah. I think that's really cool.
Thank you so much.
Of course. I don't want to hold you up too much longer, so let me just ask you a couple more questions. When I say the word musicality, what does that mean to you?
I love musicality.
Okay.
This is the very important part of dance for me. So musicality for me, this is how you feel the music at the moment. And if you have enough culture of the body, if you feel your body to express this like musical instrument, so you play with this. And I really appreciate when people have very good musicality. This is so much important for me. I really enjoy this. If leader can hear this well. So for me, this is how you feel the music at this moment of dance.
Okay, so follow-up question then. How does somebody improve their musicality? How do you go about that?
To listen more music, more different music. And it can be like a practice when you just dance how you want. with this music and listen different instruments. You can dance with instruments, with vocal, anything what you hear, and try to show it with your body any ways you can.
Okay. This is probably a very difficult question to answer, but I'll say for myself, I have trouble with you know, the flowy motions of Brazilian Zouk, if you get what I'm saying. So like the head movements and all this stuff, you know, how does one how can one improve, you know, their head movement or, you know, their body rolls? How does one improve that?
You're gonna make body head movements, or you want to lead for the head movements?
I mean, for both. So for follows and leads, though, you know, how does a follow or lead? Yeah, for both parts.
Okay, you also dance for follow. So yeah, it's more from the practice. How you can improve? Practice. So you do a lot of times as you can. Yeah, we just do this.
So as
with
always,
the music.
Yeah, as always, the answer is practice.
Yeah, if it's you speak about your body. If you speak about like leading or following, yeah, this practice in couple, you need to know technique, how to make it properly. You need to respect your partner, how much they can do right now, because some people can do more, some people can do less. And respect the balance, right? And never throw somewhere out of the balance. Yeah, and follow the music. It's actually really hard to be a good leader because you need to think about music, musicality, about your follower, to make him to make feel comfortable and enjoy dance and everything same time. And when the beginners start to dance, better for them do not know this.
I don't want to make this, you know, a comparison, but I gotta ask, in your opinion, what's more difficult, to become a high level leader or a high level follower?
It's difficult from different sides, you know. It's not easy, definitely not easy to be a good follower, especially in Zouk. But as my opinion, to be leader, it's more responsibility. So I think it's harder.
I think I would agree with you, but at the same time, I find it very difficult to follow. Oh my goodness. And here's what I mean. As a leader, I'm always going to lead the same. I don't have to worry about that. As a follower, every leader is different. So it's like you're constantly having to adapt. You're always on your toes. You never know what's going to come next. And I guess what it is that as a follower, you have limited control, which can be a little bit scary at times.
So as a follower, if you have your own technique, it makes easier, even if your leader lead you some uncomfortable position, you can just use your technique to help yourself, you know. Yes, you need to adapt to different leaders, same like leaders have to adapt for the followers. Yes. Yeah, maybe from one side you're right, it's hard to be a follower. Especially if you dance on the heels Brazilian Zouk.
Yeah, and I mean you are right. As a lead, I do adapt. If I definitely dance a different dance between an intermediate level dancer and a beginner level, I definitely adapt what I do then. But yeah, it's a tough question. It's super tough. I don't know. I like leading. I'm used to leading. I like leading, so that's what I want to do. But some of the best dancers I've danced with were proficient in both leading and following. They were some amazing dancers.
I love to lead sometimes also because I get full freedom to express my musicality as I feel the music. This is the best part of to be leader.
So real quick, I get what you mean. You get to express your musicality. Tell me though, isn't it an amazing dance where you as the follower dance with the leader who is, able to hear the same things you're hearing and connect with
this is
music?
the best dance.
Right. It's super nice.
Yes,
oh no, go ahead.
Sometimes you hear the music which really inspire you, and leader, he just block you. He don't let you do some things which you feel and you think, oh, I want to do something like this, at least this, and he just doesn't hear this in the music, and this makes me sometimes very upset.
I definitely understand that. I think that's like that. It's like that feeling as a social dancer that we're always chasing. That one dance partner who we truly connect with and have, an amazing experience with. That's what keeps me coming back to the dancing.
Yeah.
Let me
That's
ask
why
you.
That's why we always try to find the good leaders. Just enjoy the dance.
Yeah. Let me ask you two more questions. Okay, let me ask you this. I think I have my opinion on this, but I would love to hear from a follower. In your opinion, what makes for a good lead? What are some traits of a good leader?
I always say that what I appreciate in the leaders, I appreciate when they create safety. So they always control the space around. And also safety in couples. So they respect your balance, space, size of your steps, your ability, and good connection and musicality. So these things is enough. Even if you will know just 5 movements, I have some friends who knows just a little bit, and always dance the same sequence. I know exactly which sequence he gonna do, but he leads amazing. It's so comfortable and enjoyable that I'm ready to dance this sequence every time I see him.
Yeah, that's awesome. I definitely understand that. I think like you said though, that safe space where you're comfortable, you feel secure. I think that is very, very important, right? Definitely. I wanna say this, and I want you just to talk on it. When social dancing, when I say being present and in the moment, what does that mean to you?
Enjoy your partner, enjoy the music, feel the energy of the partner, and try to connect with him with this energy.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Even if you will just stay and transfer your weight right to left, if you have connection at this moment, this is perfect.
Okay. Last question for you. Can you give me one tip, one piece of advice that can make anyone a better dancer immediately?
Dancer or leader?
I mean, give me both, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. But answer it however you want to answer it.
I think for the leader, to be very gentle and make your partner enjoy the dance. Think about his feelings. If she enjoy the dance at the moment or no, then you will enjoy both. This is the main thing, I think.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I think if everyone goes in trying to make the other person happy, I think that leads to amazing outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely understand that. I definitely do. I want to thank you so much, Liubiana, for taking time out your day to talk to me. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate too.
Of course, of course. Real quick, tell me this. Do you have any upcoming events, anything you want to plug, anything you want to share?
Right now, I think no.
Okay.
Yeah, just we have vacation.
Okay. and so tell me this real quick. How can people reach out to you? How can they get in contact with you?
Yeah, very easy, same as you, by Instagram,
Okay.
Facebook, anywhere.
Okay.
I'm available.
Nice.
I always reply for messages.
Awesome.
I'm open any moment.
Awesome. Like I said, Liubiana, I want to thank you so much for taking time out here to talk to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Thank you so much.
Of course. I think. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I enjoyed our conversation. I like it.
Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. I enjoyed it. I've only been dancing for the past maybe like 8 years. So I really appreciate being able to talk to a professional like yourself. You know, I get to learn a little bit. So I really appreciate that.
Okay. Glad to know. Thank you.
But I think that'll do it for this episode of the Two Left Feet podcast. Thank you so much, Ms. Liubiana.
Thank you.
All right, no doubt. Take it easy. Ciao.
You too. Bye-bye.
That's all it is. Hey everyone, if you made it this far all the end of the video, I want to thank you so much. My overall goal with making these interviews and these episodes is to give a voice to dancers, you know, to give them a platform to speak their story. So if this is of value to anyone, then that means the world to me. My overall goal is to give value to the dance community. So if you find no value in this, then I urge you to please let me know where I can improve on. I truly want to, you know, just give value and content to the dance community. So please let me know how I can improve, where I'm messing up, because to be 100% honest with you, you know, I'm learning along the way as I do this. I truly am. So to be able to interact with, you know, the dance community, it means the world to me, because it gives me feedback and it lets me know, you know, what I'm doing right, where I can improve upon, you know, what I'm doing wrong, which I feel like might maybe more important. So please, if you all could comment and just let me know what you think, it means the world to me, because, you know, that feedback just helps me improve. So please comment as well. You know, please like and subscribe. That means a lot as well. But you know, I want to say thank you so much for just watching this, because it means the world to me. You know, I want to take you on this journey of the Two Left Feet podcast. You know, I'm very excited for it. So once again, thank you so much.